Today we are headed to an incredible Upper West Side building, which houses some of the most unique apartments you're ever gonna see. We're talking large rooms, original details, big windows, all located right across the street from the park where it's nice and quiet. If you want an apartment that screams classic New York, we're about to go see it. All right, here we are at 79th Street. To get here, we took the #1 train, which today was #1 in delays, but we still made it and the apartment is super close. Look at that, it's a 6-minute walk. Now, over here by the train, we have some incredibly exciting businesses, like DSW, which is great at making you think you're saving money, and Chase Bank, which exists for the sole purpose of separating you from whatever little money you have left. Over here, there's a little flower shop. This looks awesome, and they've got lilacs. My daughter's name is Violet, and even though I'm colorblind, I think those are violet. There's also a UPS store, and no matter how bad you think the service is here, can you imagine how bad it would be if FedEx didn't exist? And think of how bad Chase would be without this place. Is it a bank or a criminal enterprise? Not sure, but what's definitely a criminal enterprise, you go in to use the bathroom and you come out completely controlled by their mind-altering coffee. But on the plus side, this little cafe/grocery has been in the neighborhood forever, and I'll tell you what their secret is. $135 appreciation baskets. If you don't buy the appreciation basket for that price, you're gonna have to spend an extra $5 on the sympathy basket. But seriously, great coffee, great snacks, definitely check that spot out. There's a local fruit market. If you wanna live forever, these ingredients will help. Mini watermelons, $2. I might have to come back and get one of those. Hey, look, a bookstore.
I watch your videos.
Thanks, man. That's awesome. Nice to meet you. If you suffer from smartphone addiction, maybe some of these exciting titles can help. When Dads Don't Grow Up. That sounds like a fantastic read for me personally. So that street we were just on, that was Broadway. And right over here's West End Avenue, which is quiet, peaceful, all residential. But then the next street over from that is Riverside Drive. This is where the apartment is. There's a couple of city bikes left if you want to rent one. And across the street from the building, look at this awesome park. Riverside Park, to be exact. If you've got a child or a dog that you think is a child, you'll be happy about this playground/dog run. And I guess if you're really adventurous, you could try to climb that big boulder. Please do not enter. Okay, it looks like they want you to use the designated path. Does this feel like New York City? How cool is this? You just come out here, it's like having a backyard with loud helicopters somewhere overhead. Things are getting a little treacherous here. Ah, geez, and there's little bugs buzzing around. I hope there's no bees. Over here, there's a great view of the Expressway and New Jersey. Not sure which of those two is less exciting, but I think at the end of the day, being next to something like this may save you money because you might not need a gym membership. The building is over here somewhere. Will it be this creepy looking castle? Love the bike chain holding the front door shut, which makes me think, is it preventing people from getting in or whatever's in there from escaping and terrorizing the neighborhood? Sweet, our building's right next door. This is gonna be so cool. Let's go take a look. One of the largest studios, if not the largest studio I've ever, let me qualify that, for $1,900 a month. What's also pretty sweet is this is not like a boring apartment. There's original details like this, which could easily have been removed but are staying. If you have fun watching this tour, hit that like button and definitely subscribe. I make tours like this every week and I don't want you to miss something cool. That right there is the front door. You walk right through the kitchen and into this magnificent living space. These windows are awesome. They go basically from the floor all the way up and they're facing the park. dark, so it's gonna be really quiet. And the amount of natural light coming in here is good. We are facing west. Also, look at this ledge right outside the window. If you wanted, maybe you could put some plants or something out there. After this scaffolding on the neighboring building is removed, this already great view is gonna get even better. From the windows to the closet, we've got 19 feet 5 inches by 18 feet 9 inches. Now in a studio, the last thing you want is foot traffic from the door over to where your bed might be, so put the bed by the windows. Let's say right here, then in the middle of the room facing the fireplace, right about here, that's where you could have a couch, and then just put the TV right on top of that. And if that's the sleeping area and this is your hangout space, across from this on the opposite wall, next to the kitchen, that's where you put a dining table. Now, if you want, you could use some of this wall space for things like dressers and standing closets, but the apartment itself has an insane amount of storage already. Are these walk-in closets? I think so. They're pretty big. This one's got 2 shelves and you can hang stuff. And this one next to it has a little light. There's shelves over here, and you've got 2 bars plus something way up there, which is so high up, I think if you put something up there, it might be gone forever. I love how there's also shelves against this wall. It looks kind of like a bookcase, but you could use it for pretty much everything. Or you could put cool stuff in here to just make this whole wall look really interesting. Also, this is not a working... I almost fell. As you can see, it's all blocked up, but you can put cool stuff in here. In fact, it could even become a shrine to your god if it's not the television I suggested putting on top of it. The kitchen here is basic, but I really like this setup. There aren't any fancy appliances or anything. You've got the 4-burner stove, medium fridge, but what I like is how this is separate from that living space. And against the wall here, you could put shelving or standing counters, or even a small table if you wanted. That's because even though the cabinet space is pretty good, the counter space is a little light, so something against this wall, that could really give you a lot more flexibility. And check this out. You see that outlet? That back there means you could have a microwave on top of the fridge. Let's check out the bathroom. Ooh, it's 100% brand new. I see new tile, I see a new sink, and is this a new medicine cabinet? Yes, it is. This is super functional. Also, getting in and out of the tub, pretty easy. And I love this ledge for soap. And it acts as a handle. You can brace yourself if you need to. Now, there's no storage down here, but there is this nice little ledge. If you have like an electric razor or something, you can plug it in and then have it right there. At first, I was a little worried because sometimes in an older apartment, the kitchen, if it's old, the bathroom is too, but other than it not having a window, I think this is pretty great. And I don't really see a whole lot to complain about. And if you wouldn't complain about having a massive apartment for a really small price, this is your spot. Check out the video description for a link to the agent's contact info, and then pick another video right here. And I'll see you in the next one.